3 days without gooning. How do I start? My last video was a video basically talking about how I couldn't even go 1 day without gooning. So to go 3 days without gooning for a while, I've said in the past that I've gone like 60 days without doing it, but it feels good. It feels good to go 3 days without gooning. Gooning. It's just, bro, who came up with the word gooning? That's off topic, but 3 days without gooning, it feels good or being in the position where I'm at now in life. I haven't really been feeling the most confident. I haven't been feeling in control of anything, and I'm being very vulnerable right now, but it feels good. Essentially, it just feels good to finally have some kind of control. 3 days to go 3 days for me is like, it's something to be celebrated, to celebrate, because if I was telling this to myself a few months ago, I honestly wouldn't have believed it. I was going through a breakup. I was just moping, kind of just like, I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was just kind of not really feeling like life was exciting, and you call it depression, you call it whatever it was, I don't know, but to be in this position now where I could confidently say I've gone 3 days without doing it, and honestly, like, I don't even feel like doing it. I don't. I'm at a point now where I just kind of know what I'll get and expect when I do it, if you get what I'm trying to say. Basically, I know that me watching porn, me doing drugs, me drinking alcohol, it's all cheap dopamine. It's all those things will just give me a high, but then the next day, an hour from now, after I jerk off, it's going to I'm just gonna hate myself. I'm gonna tell myself, why did I do it? Why did I scratch the itch when I knew that I was just gonna feel like crap? And that's exactly what happens every time you indulge in instant gratification. And that's what it is, instant gratification. And if you can relate, when you are done jerking off, you sit there looking at the ceiling, wondering why you did it. Why did I do that to myself? Why did I just fucking jerk off myself and then nut, and then now I'm just here hating myself? It's because you don't respect yourself, man. Part of the reason why you are doing these things is because you don't respect yourself. You know exactly what you're going to get into. You have, and I know you're probably like, dude, like, I just can't stop. But I'm telling you, once you finally tell yourself, listen, I'm fucking done, you start really understanding yourself. You start wondering, when do I get the urges the most? Usually it's at this time. Okay, why do I do it? It's because you're stressed. It's because you're bored. It's because you want to numb a certain emotion. And that's exactly why you are drawn to porn. I'm telling you, it's mainly the main reason why people go to porn. It's to numb some certain type of feeling, whether that's inadequacy, loneliness, stress, boredom, whatever it is. You need to figure it out. Why do you go to porn? For me, for example, I would go to it because I was stressed, either because of anger, because I feel insecure, inadequate, I'm sad, and I just needed to numb that. And instead of facing it, I just go and watch porn because it gave me that high. And let's say it could also be weed. It could be something else. Maybe it's not porn for you, but for most people watching this video, it's porn. Why do you go to porn? Because I'm telling you, once you learn this information, it will save your life. You won't instantly get rid of this addiction just like that, knowing that information, but it will bring you closer to getting rid of it, because you'll start understanding, okay, if it's boredom and you get your urges at night, you get it when you're just sitting there scrolling, then you'll know, okay, fuck, I need to not be on my bed at night, and I just need to put my phone away from me. I'm telling you, when you really understand yourself, you really are self-aware, you will get rid of this addiction. That's what I've been doing. When I get the urge, when I get the most urges, it's usually in the morning or at night. And I'm telling you, when it's crazy, because when it's in the morning, it peaks, and if I pick up my phone, that's already me relapsing, and that's the times when I usually relapse. It's usually in the morning or at night. So what I'm doing is now I'm just putting my phone away from me, and I just keep it in the living room, and yeah, yeah. I just keep it in the living room, and then I wake up, I get my phone, and that's fine. From that point on, I've pretty much gotten rid of the urge. Once I get up out of my bed, I'm pretty much good. For you, it could be something else, you know, whatever it is, figure it out. Figure it out. You can get rid of this addiction. You know, if you're watching this and you're wondering, dude, how can I do this? Like, I want to go 3 days, you know, and 3 days isn't even anything. You know, I know right now I'm sitting here saying, oh, I went 3 days, but tomorrow I could relapse. The next day I could relapse. A week from now I could relapse. I could relapse at any point, but you need to be prepared for that. You know, and I am prepared for that. You know, I'm prepared for that. I'm doing my best to journal every day. I've been doing my best to really hone in and try my best to fix this addiction, you know, because I really want to get rid of this. In 2026, I've really honed in and told myself, listen, I'm done being a slave to this, you know. But anyways, the point of this video is to talk about mainly taking initiative, you know, taking initiative and really focusing and freeing yourself, taking back control of your life, not being controlled by cheap dopamine that you know every time you do it, you know it's something you shouldn't be doing, you know, because you get that feeling after. Every time when you're done, you get that feeling, you're like, fuck, I know, nah, I can't, I know, but you do it anyways because you're so addicted to that feeling, and I know how addicted it is. But replace that feeling. I'm telling you, and I know I'm going all over the place, but you get the gist. You get the gist of this video. You get it. Bro, my hair is like crazy right now. Oh my god. Wow. But anyways, 3 days without doing it. You know, if you got something out of this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. And just always remember that if you are struggling, you got this. Keep going. Don't quit. You know, if no one has told you that you got this, if no one told you that you can get rid of this, because you can. I'm telling you, I wish when I was in my down bad days, and I still am, you know, I'm not over this. I'm still battling just like you. But I wish someone would have told me when I was in my fifth fap of the day, sitting on my bed with, and this is gonna get really vulgar, so warning, you know, close your ears, kids, if you don't want to hear this. But I was in my fifth fap, sitting there calming my fucking, bro, this is gross as fuck, but I was sitting there with calming my chest and just thinking like, fuck, what am I doing with my life? And I just would do it again the next day, then the next day. I wish someone would have told me that I could get rid of it, you know, because now I've been able to tell myself, listen, 3 days, I'm done. I'm gonna keep going. I know it's gonna get hard, but I'm gonna keep going. I wish someone would have told me that I would get to this point, because I know if you're watching this video and you've watched up until this point, you have it in you. If you've listened to everything I've said, you have it in you. You have that desire to get rid of this, and you can. But anyways, you got this. Peace.